Ladies and gentlemen, war is upon us. The Second Galactic War has begun, officially. Everything before this was just special military operations. Totally not on the nose with that joke, Arrowhead, totally not on the nose. But yes, war has officially been declared by Super Earth against Tyranny, against the Terminids and against the Automatons. Officially, we are at war. Right after we failed the last major order, war was declared. The major order failed dispatch reads, despite the best efforts of the Helldivers to decommission as many automatons as possible, our scrap recollection efforts ultimately fell short. Construction of MD-17 anti-tank mines will be once again delayed. So ladies and gentlemen, once again we won't be getting those anti-tank mines. That's twice now we failed to attain this new stratagem. Hopefully we get it soon, especially with the war right on our doorstep. The new major order dispatch reads, war has been declared. Mobilization across all sectors of the industry and economy has begun. Billions of able-bodied citizens from across the Federation have already volunteered for conscription. To train these new recruits, massive new facilities are being erected on a small number of lightly populated planets. The Helldivers must hold the planets until construction is completed, even though the until word isn't in the official dispatch. That's interesting, there's a typo there. Well done, Arrowhead. The full briefing reads, the Automatons have invaded large swaths of our territory. The TCS has failed and the Meridian supercolony spews ever larger quantities of Terminids across the galaxy. Liberty is under greater threat than ever before. In response to this situation, the government of Super Earth had officially declared war on all agents of tyranny. All actions thus far have merely been special military operations. This galactic war on tyranny will not end until liberty is safe forever once again. Mobilization across all sectors of the industry and economy has begun. Billions of able-bodied citizens from across the Federation have already volunteered for conscription. To train these eager new conscripts, construction of massive new training facilities has begun on a small number of lightly populated planets. They will be capable of processing tens of millions of citizens at once through the rigorous 72-hour SEAF basic training course. The Helldivers must hold the planets until construction of the facilities can be completed. So Helldivers, we must hold 4 planets to start this galactic war, to bring in new recruits through the vigorous 72-hour, Jesus, that's so short, 72-hour basic training course to get these guys on the battlefield, on the front line, fighting this now official galactic war. The planets we must hold are Aesir Pass, Vernon Wells, Heath and Angel's Venture. 2 automaton planets, 2 Terminid planets. And this will give us a strong enough foothold to continue operations and push back both enemies. Now, the war has officially been declared. This is now the Second Galactic War in the canon of Helldivers 2. However, this war might bring a bigger threat. With us being now officially occupied with 2 fronts, we are completely at war. Another faction from the shadows might come out. The Illuminate might come at this time, or very, very soon, because with us being occupied with an official galactic war against the Terminids and the Automatons, the Illuminates who are now in the shadows might go, well, now's our time to pounce. Whilst they're occupied on 2 fronts, whilst they're weakened, we can jump in and take quite a few sectors. And I wouldn't be surprised if that happens within the next month or 2, if not before. But I genuinely believe it depends on how well we start this war and how well we keep up with it. Because if we manage to complete this major order, then we've got the advantage. However, if we continue to fail major orders like we have done as of recently because of the lower play counts and everything, because of what's been happening, we might run the risk of failing to the point where the devs are going, well, now the Illuminate here. I genuinely think it depends on how well we do in these first few major orders, whether the new faction comes now or later. However, I know Arrowhead's major focus right now is obviously getting those regions and countries back into Helldivers 2 on Steam, and the balancing. There's a big balance patch coming. They know that they've nerfed a lot of weapons and stratagems into the ground, basically to the point where they're not fun to play. So the CEO has said, the devs have said that they're going to balance it back up. They're going to start buffing weapons again. They're also going to be fixing patrols soon. There was an announcement put out basically saying, hey, we made a mistake. We're going to actually revert the patrols back to the way they were soon, but we want to make sure we get it right. So it's going to take some time. Kudos to them, honestly, for giving us this level of communication, this level of humbleness, and actually realizing, you know what, we were wrong. Here's how we're going to fix our game. Here's how we're going to make it fun for you guys because we've heard your feedback. back. Really cool stuff to see from Arrowhead, especially when you don't really see that a lot from game devs nowadays, especially like big game developer studios and publishers and everything. You don't see that level of communication anymore. It just shows that Arrowhead really care about this community and this game, and they want to get it right. Whether they have 400,000 players playing or whether they have 50,000 players playing, it doesn't really matter to them. As long as they have a community that are playing their game, enjoying their game, they will prioritize that over anything else. And I must say, when I was on last night when this major order came through, I was excited because this is now, we're starting to get to the point, we're 4 months into the game or so, where we're starting to see bigger leaps in what's going on in the lore, in the story that we've developed as a community, and the devs joining in on this whole sort of dynamic storyline that we've got going on. Very D&D-esque. So with this new major order being 2 planets on the automaton side and 2 planets on the Terminid side, which planet or which side are you going to be fighting on? Are you going to be fighting bugs? Are you going to be fighting bots? Are you going to be fighting both? Let me know in the comments down below. That's all for this video. Like it if you enjoyed it. Subscribe for more Helldivers 2 content. Become a member if you want to support me in another way. You'll get early access to videos and live streams and everything. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!